Hey guys, this is Bryce. While I was in the editing process, I realized that the microphone is a little funky and it wasn't picking up my voice great. So if you can bear with that for this video, I will have it fixed by the next video. So thank you guys for watching, and let's get started.
Hello everybody, my name is Bryce and we are back with Sudoku for September 10th, 2024. Again, this is the New York Times medium puzzle like we've been doing recently, so let's get started. Before we begin, actually, I'd like to thank my new subscribers. This includes Kinsey Barnett and Island Blake. Thank you so much for the subscribes and the follows. I hope you enjoy the content. Let's get started. Looking at my ones and just seeing if anything stands out. I can instantly put a 1 there. That's always nice when you get something so easy. Nothing really there that I feel comfortable marking yet, but I will put my 1s there, which I guess actually marks my 1 there. So by default, we are off to a good start. I can put a 1 there, and I can do a 1 pair there. So our 1s are looking pretty good. Let's move on to our 2s. Not seeing a whole lot there, but I think that's about all that I can get with the 2s. So moving on to the 3s. This seems like it's going to be the same way, although that is going to do this for us because of those 3s, and that 3 will see that middle row. 3 there, not going to do a whole lot for me. Walks into one of those 4, but don't really want to mark that. That's kind of excessive. But yeah, let's move on to 4s. We might have something here. Not a whole lot that my 4s are doing, actually. Nothing with my 4s, so let's move on to my 5s. That I do can put my 5s in one of those spots. Well, I can put my 5 here, actually. I can put my 5s in one of those spots. Okay, let's move on to my 6s. Actually, I only have 1 6 in the whole puzzle, so that's not going to be of much help. So moving on to 7s, let's just kind of scan along and see what we have going on. Not telling me a whole lot. I guess it puts my 7s into there, which actually marks my 7 there. That's pretty good. Does that do anything for me over here? It does. It puts a 7 there. Wow, these 7s are on fire. 7s can go there. Moving on to my 8s. I know my 8s have to go here. It's not uncommon though. Guess my 8s have to go one of those 2 spots. Which, no, I was going to say it told me something exciting, but it doesn't. I guess I have to put my 8s in one of those spots. Alright, moving on to my 9s. I know my 9s have to be somewhere there. Puts my 9s into one of these spots. Oh, like I put my 9 there. Then puts my 9 here. And same thing, actually. So that 9 sees those, that 9 sees those, which forces my 9s to be here, which means my 9 actually has to be there. That's pretty cool. I can say that my 9 has to be there. That's about all I got. Now we start looking and seeing if I notice anything off the bat. Nothing is sticking out to me. So sometimes what I do when I'm kind of just like out at a loss, like I pick something like I'm gonna pick this square. I have low on anyway. I'm gonna fill in everything that be, so it's 4, 5, 6, 7. And I know this one cannot be 4, 5, or 7. I already narrowed that down to my 6, so take the 6 out of there. I also take the 5 out of here. Might be all I can do, but at least I placed my 6. I have a 4, 5, 7 pair here. Let's finish off this row with a 3, 4, 5, 6. 5 cannot go here. Be a 6. This one 3 or 5. So I have a 4, 6, 3. Fortunately, I can't narrow it down anymore. I got 4 in here. Not gonna be. Let's see. It can be a 1, 2, 4, 7. Let's see what I can do with that. This has the 7 take 1 and the 7 take 1 take. So I do know that my 1s have to be here. Let's keep going with this approach though, because I do feel like it's leading us in the general right direction. A lot of numbers though. I'm gonna go with this one. Mark it down as a 2, 3, 6, 8. Yes. 3, 6, 8. This one cannot be a 3 or 6. Cannot be an 8. One cannot be a 2, and yeah, go here. Obviously, I'm missing a 3, 9, and a 2. But the only thing I have is that this one's not a 2. These can be any. So this one could be a 2. It can't be a 3, it can't be a 4. This one could be a 5, but this one could not. 6s, I guess it could be a 6. Let's see, that leaves me with a, it can't be a 1, can't be a 2, be a 3 or a 5. This one has to be a 3. I'm sure you guys were yelling at me. I have a 2-9 pair here, which means that this is the only place in here that a 2 and a 9 can go. That is helpful. Nothing is screaming at me here. Let's see what's going on over here. I think those 5 are going to be 4, 5, 6, and 7. And what else am I missing? I'm missing a 3. But this one is restricted a little bit. This one is not restricted at all. Let's come up here. 2, 4, 5, 7. What I'm missing is the 8. No, it can't be a 5. No, it can't be a 4. No, it can't be a 7. So it can be a 2, 6, or an 8. All I can take off here is the 5. Neither of these can be a 5. I always mess these buttons up. Ah, see? I messed them up big time. Oh, wait, I know that none of these can be a 2. I should have saw that earlier. I think it's a 3, 6, and an 8. So this one cannot be an 8. So not a whole lot of information there. 3, 6, 8, 9. 1, 2, 4, 6, 3, 9. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. And it cannot be a 1 or a 6. So I got 2, 3, 4. Alright. Lastly is here. It can be anything a lot. It can be a 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 9, I believe. This one cannot be a 2 or 3. This one cannot be a 8. This 2, 3, 4, 6, 8. This one obviously cannot be a 2, 6, 3. Overall, we have a lot of unrestricted stuff. Alright, this one. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8. Everything besides 8. This one is a 1, 2, and a 7. 6 and a 9. One is a 6. One's a 1, 5, 3, and a 6. 2, 5, 7, 8, 9, 5. And I'm missing a 4. These cannot be a 9. They also cannot be a 5. 1. This one cannot be a 5, 7, or an 8, so it's only a 2 or a 4. Oh wait, it can't be a 2 either. How did I do that? Oh, so this one has to be a 4. Oh. That one has to be a 4. None of those can be a 4. None of those can be a 4. That one can't be a 4. Look, this one has to be a 9. Okay, which gets rid of that 9. Also gets rid of that 9. Okay, that means this one is the only 9 in this column. My 2s have to be here. Let me go ahead and mark them just safe. Like, is there only one place for a 4 here? Look at that, there's only one place for a 4. Rid of my 8, which then means that my 8 has to be here, doesn't it? Be there. Which means this one cannot be an 8, this one has to be 6. Meaning this one has to be a 3. Meaning I can get rid of all the 3s and 6s. This one's a 2. Neither of those can be 2. Neither of those can be 2. My 2s have to be. That 6 actually plays something here. So that has to be a 2. That has to be a 5. So I can get rid of the 5 there. Which is actually my 5 there. So I have 4, 7, 4, 7. I have a 6 here now, which places the 8 here. Which places the 2 here, which makes this a 3, 6 pair. Maybe I got an 8 here. That gets rid of those 8s. This one has to be a 7, which means this one has to be a 5, which means this one has to be an 8. That being an 8 is really helpful because it gets rid of all those 8s. And my 5, oh, that actually puts a 3 here, which then gets rid of all those 3s, which gets 4. So I get rid of those 4, which places me a 5 and 5. I said that wrong, I know. That one's an 8 now, meaning this one is left as a 1, 7. So that's a 2, 8 pair, which means this one cannot be a 2 or 8, so that's a 4 or 6. So my 3 has to go here somewhere. I still have my 3, 6, 9 up here. I guess this one cannot be a 4 now. This one cannot be a 3 now, and this one, I guess it can be a 2, 4, or 6. Make sure there's 8, 5, 7, 9. There's nothing over here which is doing anything weird. For that too. Right. Get rid of my 2s and my 4s. And let's get rid of my 1s up here because they're just distracting me. In fact, I'm getting rid of everything. Yeah, get rid of everything. Everything is distracting me. So 2, 3, 4, 6. Anything here? This one has to be the 4, which means this one has to be the 7. Means this one can be a 4 or 7, so it's 8. Meaning this one's a 4. Meaning this one's a 7. Meaning that one's a 4. Meaning that one cannot be a 4. That means that's the only 7, which means that one's a 1. It's a 3. That's a 2. That means that's my 1. And I have a 6 and a 4. Yes. Meaning that's a 3. That's a 6. Meaning that's a 3. So I still have a 3, 6, 9. But I can't be a 3. So it's just a 6 and a 9. Which I can't solve yet. But I'll be able to solve it here in a second. Because if I look down here. Oh, look. I have a 3 here, right? So this one has to be the 6, which means that has to be the 3. That means that has to be the 9, and that has to be the 6. Meaning that has to be the 2, that has to be the 9. Meaning this has to be the 2, and this one has to be the 8. Ah, look at that. 35 minutes? That's pretty good. Not terrible. It's a little slower than I would have liked to do it. Definitely not as fast as some of the people I watch, but that's the whole point of the series, is to get better as we go. So yeah, I appreciate you guys watching. Again, thank you to my new subscribers. I hope you're enjoying. I will see you guys next time.